気にさせちまったな。
Alright, I guess I'll just make this a quick one. So, I'm not going to go into detail like the other one, but of course, as you see here, the main slot ones are going to be Beaston and, well, Tech Broly. This run I was planning to just use AGL Broly, as he's the late, or many people will probably have him rather than the new Gohan from the 10th anniversary. Fight this event, of course, I used the new one for the friend leader because still he is quite strong. Main thing here is that you want to keep the AGL Broly in slot 3, and that's really it. With the SDR Omega Shenron, he does want to have a full rotation of extreme allies, so that's why I have him with the Tech Broly. It's imperative that you have the full power Frieza, the Tech Super Easy Aid Perfect Cell, and the AGL Broly on 3rd rotation, so Omega Shenron can have his full stats, his full buffs and whatnot. Made that mistake and he ended up dying pretty easily if he doesn't have the full rotation. Frieza, he's pretty alright when he's just sitting in slot 3. These fights aren't going to be too much, as you've seen there. It's kind of hard to beat and whatnot. Have a few fails here and there, but I just decided, you know, why not just leave them in here. Of course, with Tech Broly, you want to use his transformation after he shows up his first turn. Major thing is that you have to keep the rotations as they are, otherwise it will all fail. I don't think it'll be any different, just a little bit, maybe a tad bit easier if we were using the Gohan, or the actual good units, like all the full category, full power, premium stuff. But I'm just using the, you know, the units that people would most likely have by now. It is 10th Annie, and most of these are like post 9th anniversary. So yeah, that's basically it. There's gonna be at the end, you want to keep your items, and I'd recommend using the Bulma memory support in case you lose a lot of health, because you will get hit hard. What else? Your items, yes. You're gonna see here, pay attention if you need the help, but you will need to use your support items, especially for the end. You will probably want to use them once, one or two of them, at the end of the second fight, because he's actually pretty a little too strongish. So that's a thing. And then the end of the fight, you want to use a little bit of items on the second phase if you need to. Try not to use any on the first phase. I think this isn't the Broly one. Shoot. This is, okay. Full power. This has to be the final one, right? The Cell Max, yeah. Cell Max, because this is superhero. Okay, so Cell Max will have 2 phases. You might want to use item on the first phase, and then you use items on the second phase, like you're in Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road. Like you don't want to get hit by his AoE. In this video, you see he won't be able to. He won't be doing the AoE, but if he did, I was very protected. This run will be a tad bit easier if you have your links, of course, at level 10, but if you don't, just know that you will be losing a lot, and if you don't have any of the equips and whatnot, any equips helping at all whatsoever, you will be losing either way. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Just keep your extreme units in the second slot or the third slot, and then keep the Beast Gohan and the Super Saiyan 2, the friend Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in this one rotation, and Broly and an Omega on the other rotation. Either or. I think that's about it. Yep. So I'm just gonna let this keep playing and put some actual something in the background. Peace.
Bye!